Testing, testing. Yo, that shit kind of loud. Damn, man, it's been a while since I fucking started up a stream. I'm not gonna lie, man. It's definitely been a while. Alright, bet. Looks like I have all my stuff right. Good looking Gucci. There we go. I gotta change some of my sounds. Why the fuck? I like how this tag says fucking Diablo. Something smells like. Oh shit. Damn, I'm not gonna lie. I low-key forgot I had chicken in the goddamn. It was in the pot. No, we good though. We good. Alrighty, man. I don't know if it's my headset or it's just my mic that's not that loud. Raise it up a little bit. Testing 1, 2, 3. Make sure my setup is juiced. Why does it sound so quiet? Let me see. Oh, I'm tripping. Just raise the mic up a little bit. And we good. Sorry for the echo. All right. Muted that. Restart this. I'll think about it. I already have some people that do some of my own artwork. Right, currently I just got back to streaming after being gone for a while, so that's why I still have the same overlay, which I need to change at some point. I'll probably do it tomorrow. But I appreciate the offer. And I think everything's set up to where I need to be. Oh, let me check this other one. Okay, so that one's good. Oh, I need to change this one. Of course I do. Mic's in my damn way. Alright, so we'll go to this. Boom. Edit. Wait, what the fuck? Oh, here he is. Okay. Sorry, I'm not playing Apex. I mean, I would play Apex, but today I'm not really feeling like playing anything competitive. We juiced. Boom. Alright, this one's looking fine. This one's fine. I don't need this one up because I have that. Maximize that. Alright, dude. Alright. Man. Ooh, it's been too long. It has been too long. Let me put this on the media. Oh, I'm tripping. Hold on. Eh. Damn, I need someone to fucking. Eventually, when I get bigger and shit and more popular, I guess is the way to call it. I could have someone do my. I could have someone do my media. If at some point in time that I get to that point in life. That way I don't have to go over here and click this so much. Alright. So it is now 5:40 p.m. Mountain Time. Probably 7:40 p.m. Eastern. And etc. for Pacific. Man, a lot has happened in the past few months, bro, since I've been gone. I can't say everything because I'm trying to keep it on the low until, you know. But recently I've been finding myself like praying a lot and stuff, you know. For those who don't know, I wasn't that religious growing up. I just kind of, you know, indulged myself into it. Dip my toes in the water type of thing, but wasn't really like super into it. And holy cow, this mic stand is some boof. All right, there we go. Yeah, I never really like got into it, into it until obviously when I joined the military. Um, and then that's when I felt like, oh, I don't have much for myself. They take away like your phone and stuff, and when you're first joining, you just feel like you have nothing. So for me, I was like, this is a good opportunity for me to learn more about my religion, a little bit of my culture, and etc. So every Sunday, I spent that time going to service, and which is Islamic service because I am Muslim, and I enjoyed it. It was an old guy. I don't remember his name, but he was like big and kind of short, probably my height, if not shorter. And he was a pretty good guy, very well educated, and um, super motivating because he yells a lot, and he's like super passionate about teaching the ways. And I enjoyed it. Like, don't get me wrong. I mainly enjoyed getting snacks. Like we had snacks provided to us because obviously there's things that you can and can't have while you're in basic training. So that was a good place for a lot of people like myself to go get some snacks, and they had like tea usually. I enjoyed it though. It was good times. But yeah, I found myself like praying more and getting more and more into it just recently. I mean, I've always been slowly making it to the I don't know, like I wouldn't say standard, but like slowly making my way to better understanding the religion. But it's not even just my religion. Like I've been understanding Christianity and stuff like that since just because it's like interesting. Like sometimes I see these videos on TikTok where they talk about like stuff from the Bible and stuff like that, and I'm just like, it's kind of interesting to know. Even though I'm not Christian or whatever, but I think it's pretty cool though. Um, don't know if anyone. I mean, a lot of my family's religious, and my sister somewhat there, but she goes to church, so I mean, it's better than nothing. Um, but yeah, I'm from the South. For those who don't know, I'm from the South, specifically North Carolina. Miss it there. Obviously, I don't live there right now because I'm in a different state, but I do miss it and plan to move back there. I don't know when. Um, but right now, work has me here in this cold state. It sucks. I mean, it is winter, so it's gonna suck even more, especially when it starts snowing and shit. But yeah, dude. I don't know. Like there has been times though, like for real, where I would be praying, obviously in my head and while I'm in bed most of the time, but sometimes throughout the day when I'm like at work or something. And there was these there was this one time where I received something in the mail, and it was like a check for some case like um they got fought against this loan company, and at the time when I was like, I don't know, 20, 19, 20 or whatever, like way earlier in my years, and I was irresponsible with money, so I went to this loan company and got like this into massive debt, and didn't realize that like I didn't really like, I was young, so I didn't really like look into the documents and the paperwork for the loan and shit like that. So fast forward few years later, I received something in the mail from that company. Well, not even that company, but a different company that filed a lawsuit against that company that I got money from or borrowed money from. Obviously, I don't owe them anymore, but it was basically saying how they illegally like charged me a certain type of interest, I guess. And basically, that check was just me getting all that interest back. But I mean, it was a good calling though, because like when I was praying and shit, I was like, damn, I need some money right now. I'm like a little bit struggling, and I check the mail, and boom, I get this fat check, and I'm like, oh snap! And I was pretty happy. I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty happy. Unexpected. I was not expecting that. I mean, obviously, I was young, so I wouldn't have known if I was being finessed. Um, and I forgot what happened, but I ended up like using all of that money. I'm trying to think, what was it for? It was for something. But anyways, that money was long gone. Um, and then another thing following similar story, but not the same. I was also like, damn, I need some money right now. I kind of want to buy some car parts, etc. Or money just to get another car or whatever, right? And for those who know, I used to have a FRS, and then it got totaled by hail damage, and I end up my insurance did pay my bank because obviously I still owed money on it, so they paid essentially paid it off, and then I didn't know that I was paying for this, but I was paying for a thing called comprehend compre fuck, I don't even know what the fuck it's called, but it's called comprehension or some shit that starts with a comp, right? For my insurance, and essentially what that is, they give me like I think they said 25% of the car's value or something like that, and basically I got another fat check, and I was like, oh damn. I mean, obviously I ran through it because I was getting in the process of getting another car, so I had to use that money for that anyways. And as the car that I have now, which is an Evo 10, I enjoy driving it. It's a good daily driver daily driver car if you're into like something that's fast, somewhat reliable, and looks good. That's me. I mean, I'm older now, but the younger me would have spent even more money on that car just because I wanted to, mod it and shit and get like more parts for it, really. Because I'm still a car enthusiast at heart, and I'll always be until the day I die. Um, but yeah, I do enjoy it now. I am selling it though because I found another car that I want, and in the process of getting a new place. I'm not gonna say what it is or where it is, but a bigger space environment, which I'm looking forward to. Trying to stay positive. I'm not rich or anything, so just putting that disclaimer out there. I'm just a regular old guy with a regular old job. And currently, my wife's at work. That's why you see that desk over there. So, but yeah, man. Like, I truly believe in like this praying stuff, right? Not because I'm Muslim, but because like I don't know. I just feel like that stuff does work if you really feel it in your heart, but it depends on what you're praying for. Obviously, I was praying for the wrong things, but nonetheless, God was answering my prayers, which was uh, giving me money just so I can end up losing that money. Um, yeah, dude. There was a time though where I was at church for work, and there was this lady. She was like sick or whatever, right? Or not feeling well. I wouldn't say sick, but not feeling well, like ill. And they brought her to the back where I was working, and it was these two ladies that are usually in charge of like service, and they were like, "We're gonna pray for you and XYZ, whatever, whatever." I'm just sitting there on my table, trying to mind my own business, and I'm just like in my head, like, "Bro, prayer is not gonna fix that, bro." Like dead ass, like prayer is not gonna fix that. I'm sorry, but um, once the service was over and I was going to like put up the sound equipment and etc. Right? Tell me why the two ladies that prayed for that woman came to me and was like, God told me that you have uh, a sense of doubt or something like that in the terms of along those lines, right? And I was just like, bruh, ain't no way. Like that was the first time where I was scared, like damn, like he actually like listening, and he's telling his people, right? I would say, I guess, God's kids, like telling his kids like, yo, this this man over here is doubting my ability to cure this lady through prayer, or with their prayer request or whatever, right? Like, in God's perspective, if I were to, so to speak, in his shoes or whatever, right? And I'm just like, damn, bruh. That shit kind of scared me. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I feel like people who do witchery shit and bad juju shit, like, that's probably real, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. That shit probably real. And I definitely would be scared as fuck. I would not lie. Um, but yeah, ever since then, I truly believe in that shit now. Like, damn, bro. I don't want to be in caught on the wrong side of the spiritual realm. But yeah, it's cool though. It's cool to learn stuff like that. I mean, like I said, I'm not super duper religious, but I do try to follow as best as I could to my own religion. But I do like learning about other religions. But I'm not. But I'm also not super political about it, right? Um, yeah, I do enjoy learning, I guess, just not in school. Um, and that's another thing. I do got to finish my degree, which I haven't even got to. You know what I mean? And I don't know. There's just something. I was just talk. I don't know. There's just something about my generation, right? My generation is 2016, and I say my generation is 2016 because that's when I graduated high school. I'll tell you how old I am. Basically, that basically tells you how old I am, essentially, right? Um, but I was just talking to my cousin about this, right? Because I was trying to think of ways, like, man, how do people like pull off these like money moves, money making plans, etc. Right? Like, how do people actually pull this shit off, bro? Like, what the hell do I gotta do, bro? And I've been like throughout my career, like doing random shit that makes you money, right? Like, everyone starts off with investing, and that was one of the things that I did. Um, Trading, day trading, I've tried that. Like, I've tried a lot of things and ways to make money, and there was like a 70% chance fail, 30% not fail, right? And this is just only online shit. But I've also done other stuff that are like not online and it has more ROI, um, which is not bad, but it's just more physically demanding too, which is not for me because I'm getting more handicapped over time. But yeah, I was telling my cousin, like, man, during my generation, like, a lot of us after high school didn't get like a crazy job, didn't go to college, didn't come into college or whatever, right? Um, like, I didn't go to college. I mean, I did go to college, but I didn't come into college enough to finish my degree. Like, I was an undergrad for my bachelor's in comp science, but after doing so much research, it's like I don't truly need that, but it would be a very good tool to have because it'll be a jump. I'll be a jump above my peers. Um, but I was just like, man, I don't need that shit. At least not right now. Like, it's not like a need. So I was just like, I'm gonna just focus on my certs for a job that I actually want, right? I do want to. I'm trying to get into cybersecurity, like surely but slowly type thing, because I'm trying to manage about a bunch of other stuff currently, and my future job, I guess, is to get into cybersecurity. Sounds a little cliche because there's a lot of people who are trying to do that right now because of this day and age. It's needed. Um, but yeah, I'm looking forward to doing that. Uh, in about, I don't know, 2 years maybe. But yeah, like a lot of people from my generation, bro, just like wasn't there with making big income. I guess there are. I do have a couple of friends, right, that graduated high school, got their degree in college, and then got either a decent or good ass job. Um, but there was also a lot of friends that I know that didn't go to college, but still has a good job because they figured out at some point in their lifetime right? Maybe a year or two after high school graduation, and they figured out like, oh, if I do this, I'll make a lot of money, right? Like I have a friend who just did projects and got his certifications, and he has a at-home job or a mobile job, should I say, right? And like comp science engineer field, and I'm happy for him, right? I'm happy for anybody who makes their successes and enjoys stuff like that. And I was just like, man, I wish I was on that wave. But at that time, I was, I had just, I was, eh, joined the military after like in high school, so my brain was as small as a pea as time progressed. Me being in the service, but you know, you start to realize as you get older, like, damn, like I really gotta start making some money for real. And I was telling my cousin, like, man, everyone after my generation, bro, like 2017, 18, 19 high school graduates, bro, like they figured out how to make money, bro. And you would see that shit all the time, but you would see it even more when TikTok came out because people were flexing it on their TikTok, right? I used to see it all the time, just scrolling through, and I'm like, damn, bro, this guy's making this much money, this guy's making that much money, and this guy, like it's crazy, bro. Like drop shipping, bro, was hella big, and it slowly kind of dived. Um, Businesses started getting popping, right? Clothing or whatever the case may be, right? And then it slowly dived down a little bit, and like there was just all these other like businesses, bro. And I'm just like, bruh, where was man? Like I keep telling myself that, like, where was I, bro? Like I wish, like, oh shit, I did not mean to call this person. Fuck me. Sorry. But yeah, I just wish that I didn't like, I don't know, not look into those things. I guess, right? I think TikTok came out in like 2020 ish, 2021, and even then, like, you would still see people like, yeah, dude, I make fucking 500K a week or a month or whatever, right? Doing drop shipping or doing FBA or whatever, right? Like these small business jobs, bro. And it's just like it just blows my mind. Like, bro, where the fuck was I, bro? I'm not dumb, but I ain't a genius, and I can't believe I didn't figure that shit out. But that's crazy to me, though, man. Like, props to those young kids who, during high school and graduated high school, like figured it out. Like, yeah, this is the wave, and look at them now. I mean, obviously it's a small percentage, but because of that small percentage, it's so like overpopulated, I guess, into the media where people are like, damn, I want to get into it now. I want to get into it. And then they get into it and they're like, this is not what I thought it would be. Why am I not making this much money? What the hell am I doing wrong? Hey, some people, when they first do it, pop off. Some haven't made any progress. And I'm that some. Man, it's a journey though, man. Like it's a journey. I'm always looking for new ways to make money. Um, I was telling myself like when I get this new place, bruh, why is this guy calling me? But yeah, I was like, once I get this new place, I want to start up, like, making my garage nice and setting it up to do services, like mechanical issues and stuff like that for people whose husband or wife is away and they need someone to work on their car. And I was going to advertise that and be like, I'll work on your car for a fee. It's, I'm not going to BS you. It's guaranteed work, etc. Right? Like, I'm not no certified mechanic, but I've been working on cars since 2016. And a bunch of cars at that, like from SUVs to trucks to coupes to sedans, JDM, muscle. Like it don't matter. Like a car is still a car, and every car has oil or transmission fluid. Every car has engine oil. Every car has coolant. Every car has a transmission and a motor. Like it's not crazy rocket science if you're doing like small stuff, but That's what I try to focus on. I try to focus mainly on JDM cars and like maybe muscle cars and other American cars that are easy to work on. Right? As a side job, that's what I plan to do. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't mind working on cars if it's for money, but I'll never work on someone else's car for free, and or a favor, like even if it's a friend or family, because I don't want to be the sole cause of potentially messing up your car, which is a low chance, but I don't want to still be that liability to you. Um, but yeah, I've always worked on my own car. Hardly ever asked for help, and the help that I do get is only because that person's there watching me, and I'm just like, well, shit. If you ain't got nothing to do, I mean, go ahead, hold this thing up like this. I'm gonna wrench it down, and we're gonna take it off, etc. But for a good chunk of my time, like I did my own work, right? Like I solely did most of the stuff myself, unless it was something I couldn't do, like a tune, alignment, stuff that requires a shot, basically, right? And that's when an arm and a leg would come into sacrifice, which I was not willing to do, low key. Um, yeah, but that's the goal, man. That's the goal. My wife is slowly gaining better clients too. She's a tattoo artist for those who don't know, uh, which is a pretty good business. I feel like if she had her own place or if she did it at the Caribbean, because you would be paying less, or you would be losing money less, right? Because currently she's at a shop, she has to pay rent, and that's a lot of effing money. But she also makes a decent amount, but it requires working on people who are asking for a lot of bigger tattoos, I guess, and or just a bunch of tattoos that equal up to a lot of money. Like she could like really potentially make a lot of money, and she hasn't been a tattoo artist for that long, like maybe 2 years now, damn near. You know, I'm proud of her. I'm always asking her. She's always showing me her tattoos that she do, and it's like I haven't fully indulged myself into seeing her work, but every time she shows me, I mean, it always impresses me, right? Like obviously, I can't do it. I don't have a steady hand because of like PTSD and shit. But like, it's always like it's a good thing though. Like, I think it's pretty cool, man. She used to be a teacher, and then I gave her that opportunity to do what she wants. Like I at that time I didn't really care, and we weren't married at the time either. Um, I was just like, man, just go for it, bro. I don't give a fuck. And she's doing pretty well for herself. I mean, it's getting better and better over as time goes by, but so far she's doing pretty well for herself, and I'm proud of her. Yeah. Shit, my sister's still a teacher, bro. Like, obviously she enjoys it, which is the sole purpose of getting a job. I feel like, and that's just my opinion, right? Obviously, people are there to hustle and grind and get a better job or bigger job, whatever. But to me, it's like, bro, if you're doing something you love to do, bro, then just do it, bro. Like, there's a lot of YouTubers who, after they got pretty successful on YouTube, they just quit YouTube because they want to do something else that they really love to do, right? And there's a couple of YouTubers that end up becoming a streamer. There's a couple of streamers that end up becoming a YouTuber, like vice versa, bro. Like, if it makes you happy, bro, you should do it, bro. As long as like you're not going over your means, and um, you're enjoying what you're doing, and you're able to live life, right? Like that's all it is. Like at the end of the day, um, when you do end up going away or passing away or whatever, right? Like that money's not gonna go with you, but the memories will. And like me, I want to at least remember that I enjoyed working on cars. I enjoyed helping people. I enjoy, my daily hobbies or playing games and shit like that, right? Like money isn't really that big of a thing for me, but I've also grew up like with the hustle, I guess, right? Like looking for new ways to make money and stuff like that. But everyone's personality is different, and that's totally understandable. But yeah, I look forward to it, man. Like my future, I guess. I'm getting older, and life's getting scarier too. You know, with the whole war and stuff going on right now in the Middle East. You know, to my brothers and sisters, always praying for them. But it's crazy though. Like, man, that shit like that still happens to this day, motherfucker. It's 2023. Like, if we still having wars at 2060, my boy, when aliens finally decide to touch down on Earth and then deem us un worthy of being human beings, right? Because like that shit bound to happen, bro. I don't know if y'all ever seen the show The 100, but the last few episodes basically like that. Like there was a higher being, obviously not God, but a higher being that deems your planet worthy or not to stay alive, right? And they were literally having wars with each other towards the end of the season, and then um, the chosen one, which is the main character, the girl, her name is Clark, gets to talk to the fucking higher entity, I guess, or alien or whatever. And they're like looking through like some kind of like portal and shit. That foresees the war that's about to happen, and he's like, "See, look, you guys do not deserve to live in shit like that. So we want to destroy your planet because you guys are just always fighting each other." And then she ends up saving the day, and they end up not fighting each other. And the higher being was just like, "Yeah, I'm okay. I'll let you guys stay planet Earth." Like I truly believe, right? Other than God Himself, like there's another higher being in another galaxy or another planet or whatever that's just gonna come down on Earth and just be like, "Yo, y'all are still fighting each other, bro." That's crazy. Now I believe in shit like that though. I mean, it sounds kind of corny as fuck, but I believe in that stuff though. Like that's crazy. But I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we got a long ways to go. Like, but our technology definitely is improving. Like, definitely improving. Like that MetaQuest 3 shit, bro. I want one, but I don't want to spend the money for one because I have the MetaQuest 2, which my wife bought for me for my birthday, and I kind of hardly use it. No, I only really use it not to play games, but to like watch anime and shit. Where you could just lay in bed and you just like big ass virtual screen and shit. It low key strains your eyes though if you do it for way too long, but I think it's pretty cool. I mainly want the MetaQuest 3 because I keep seeing on TikTok, bro, where like they're doing the piano thing, and it just looks super realistic. Like, bro, I've always wanted to learn piano because I used to make music like a few years ago, and I could never fully understand um what is it called, music theory or something like that. I think it's music theory. I can't remember, but basically, again, like the gist of basic notes and melodies and stuff like that. And I was starting to learn the piano, like the OG style with the teacher and shit, through my uncle's wife, and it was something that I paid for and showed up to, and I was going crazy with it, learning this shit. And she said I was a quick learner, and then I just had to stop paying for it because it was low key getting too expensive for me, and I was already barely making any money. I was like 19 or 20, and I just like, man, I had to save money and fund my other hobbies, aka my car. Nah, it was good times though, man. It was good times. I did love making music, man. It's pretty hard. Props to those who are like fucking do that shit competitively. Like I be seeing videos where people are like making memes of the artists that like make a beat like in like 5 minutes type shit, like oh da 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 copy and paste, boom boom boom, and then like they would have it all put together, and then it's like, damn, this shit hard. Like, bruh, props to you, man. My brain is just too small to remember like shit like that, bro. But I'll like fuck around every now and then. Like I still have the program on my computer, but it is time consuming though, like to make beats. Like if you're not like really good at it, whether it's beats or EDM or whatever, right? Like it does take a while, bro. At least for those who don't do it like religiously and can do it in like 5, 10 minutes and make like a good sounding beat just based off of like free flow, right? But yeah, that shit crazy though. Um, yeah, man. Well, I enjoy those who are watching. My timer is coming up to an end, and I gotta call this guy back. So I appreciate those for watching. I'm gonna do more of these podcasts for sure. Um, it's mainly just gonna be me, right? Me rambling, but yeah. Um, you guys, the audience, is basically my podcast guest, right? But feel free to message me on Instagram, Discord, if you want to be on the next, if you want to be featured on a podcast. The only thing I ask of is uh, maturity, be appropriate, have a webcam and a mic, and just have a good time, right? Like I can go on for days and days of just talking and talking, but I try to keep it like kind of subjective, but not really, because I like to free flow. I don't really like to um, have like these ready notes. Like, okay, I'm gonna talk about this. Nah, that's just not me. But if it's something you would like to do, I'll incorporate it, and it's not big of a deal. But yeah, I appreciate those for watching, and hope you have a good night, cause it's getting kind of late, unless you're on the West Coast.